Hello, people of the world. Let's get the international greeting out of the way first. Let's get ready. Ready? Hola, aloha, cha, salut, ni hao, namaste, ohayo, yagasma, здравствуйте, привет, bona, dzień dobry, sziasztok. Hello, sin ciao, yebosio, teres, awalaikum, saskiaka, marhaban, merhaba, habiri, and shalom, and namaskar. Namaskar. Welcome, my name is Bruna, wherever you are across the world. Welcome, 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 welcome. I hope that you are well, you are safe and happy. You, your loved ones, your friends, your enemies, your neighbors, or whoever, whatever, that you are all okay. So it is the Revolution Pro X Nath collaboration. I think this is actually the second collaboration because she had one last year. I never did a review on that one. She had the packaging actually is very, very similar. She had face palettes and so on, and this time around she's got a lot more products. She's got a bronzer, she's got a couple of eyeliners, which are £5. A bronzer, by the way, is also £5. She has got magic highlighter as well, small little palette there, that's £5. She's got some lip liners, lip liner and eyeliner as well set, and that's also £5. She has got, well, actually in a set she's got some in neutral shade, brown shades, and also purple set as well. And she also has some free lipsticks as well as 2 eyeshadow palettes. Oh no, there is something else as well. She's got a blush kit as well, a small little palette. That one is out of stock, by the way, if you're interested, £5. And then she's got 2 eyeshadow palettes which are £10 each. There's one called the Go Wild, and then eyeshadow palette, and then I've got the one here which is Neutrals eyeshadow palette. So there are a few products there. They are vegan, and if you don't know who she is, I'm just making sure I pronounce her name right. Natalia Shiviet is oh yeah, I believe that's how you pronounce her surname. She's Polish. She's huge on Instagram. She's actually a model, and she's well known, so just check her out. So we're going to test that. I've got 4 of the products, as I said, the eyeshadow palettes and some lipsticks, just to quickly show you what the eyeshadow palettes like. I like the design. I saw this, and actually what attracted me to it was I thought, oh, it reminds me of a book, and I'm a bookworm through and through, so I thought, yes, and it looks like this. As I said, very similar to the design she had before, which is very different for her to the other designs that we've got. It's very unique. And yeah, so you got a kind of glittery detail and effect, which I like. I love the rose gold, by the way, so that's me all over. And this is what the back looks like with the inscriptions and so on, which looks very, very nice. It says limited edition, and on the inside you lift it as such. It's magnetic, and you lift it, and voila, these are the shades on the inside. And then you've got the 3 lipsticks. Again, you see Revolution Pro X Nath there, and you've got 3 different lipsticks here. That's the first shade here. Hopefully that will focus. So nice shade, very neutral, easily wearable with a brown lippy. This one is called Cherry, and look at that. Look at the difference. I mean, come on. So different from the inside from what's shown outside. So you've got that, and then you've got the deepest shade of the whole lot, which is called Blackberry, and that is this one here. Very, very vampy, very, very dark. And those are the products. So those are the only ones I looked at, and I thought, okay, well, let me see, they're of interest. On my eyes, as an eye base, is this, which is the Morphe eye base. It says Morphe eyelid primer. That's what I've got here. And we are going to get started. And I'm going to keep the look very, very simple. Each color has got a name for it, and I'm just going to go for Matilda, which is this one here. I'm just using this brush here, which is the Anastasia Beverly Hills brush that comes with all the eyeshadow palettes, so nothing special, and just tapping into Matilda. So there's quite a bit of pigment coming through, but you do have to put a little bit of an effort. Just let that focus a bit. Tap that. There's a little bit of fallout. Let's see how pigmented and intense the colors are. my goodness. Okay. I don't think I'm a fan of this eye base at all. It kind of almost kind of hardens the skin, and I'm not a fan. And it actually kind of grabs hold of the eyeshadow. And I don't think this is the fault of the eyeshadow at all. I think it's the eye base. It can't. I don't like it, so I won't be using it again. But the color itself is actually blending very nicely. It is so pigmented, really intense color. The eye base is the eye base from hell. Oh my god, no way, no way. I do wish actually that there was another lighter shade than this one here, so I can actually soften the edges a little bit. So for that reason, I'm gonna have to go with this shade here. Hopefully that will focus a little bit better. I'm gonna have to go with, yeah, this shade, which is called Nat. Oh, Nat. I'm reading it backwards. It's called Tan, and that's that one here. Hopefully that won't be too brown, so I'm gonna have to be super gentle. I do have a little bit of a complaint with this palette, is that whenever you open it, there's no way of keeping it open. It always shuts automatically, which is under normal circumstances great, but when you're trying to go in and try and get the shades and it's constantly shutting, it's a bit annoying. But that's just me being a bit extra. But let's try with the brown and soften the edges a little bit, and hopefully it won't be too brown. That brown did not work for me, so unfortunately I had to dip into a completely different palette. That is the Revolution Reloaded Red Alert, and I went for this shade here, and I just used that to soften things a little bit. So we're gonna move on to the next shade, which is the darkest of the lot here, which is Aubergine, which is this one here. And I'm just going to apply that on the outer corners of the eyes. I'm using a Makeup Addiction tapered blending brush, just tapping in. It is pigmented, there's a little bit of fallout, but after about 3 different, you know, dips in there, it works out really well. Let's just try and see. Not too sure actually. Oh, that is not good at all. I mean, look at what the effect is having. And I don't think actually this is to do with the palette. I think this is to do with the eye base that's underneath, which is absolutely horrific. And honestly, it's just horrible. It's ruining it. I'm better off just leaving it well aligned, especially on the outer corners. You can see it is just horrific. So I'm not going to blame the palette. I don't think it's anything to do with the palette. I think it's the eye base, which is really horrible. So hopefully I'm going to cover it up by just moving on straight to the shimmer shades, and hopefully that will cover things up. I'm going to go with Tulum. I think it's that's how you pronounce it, Tulum, which is this shade here, I believe. That one, Tulum. And I'm just going to apply that because it's the shade that's very similar to the cover. Let's try it with my finger first and see. Pretty shade, but I'm going to try it with a brush instead. Things look very different. I had to stop right there. I couldn't carry on at all. The eye base was just absolutely ruining everything. It's horrifically bad. We're going to try it again with the finger, and hopefully it will work better this time around. Right, finger first. I think it needs a brush, but we'll see first. It does apply, but it's a little bit patchy. So let's try it with a brush instead. this is still not working for me. Look at it. It is crumbly. It is uneven. It is, I've tried it with a wet brush. No, a little bit better, but it's still not quite smooth. I've tried it with my finger. Still not right. Now I take into account that it may be something that I'm doing wrong, but it's just not working for me. This is not working at all. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try, this is Revolution Neutrals 2 palette, and I'm going to try just this shade here in the middle and see hopefully if that works. And I'm just again, I'm going to use my finger. I know it'll be a different formula, but already I can actually pick up the product, whereas before I was struggling to get anything on that. So just to show you, I've just applied that, and I'm just going to see what it's like on my eyelid. I think this is the closest shade. It's a little bit lighter than the other one, but that will have to do. I'm going to have to go with this, I'm afraid. I went over the other eye as well with the new palette. Still not happy with it. It's just not looking right at all. But I'm going to go and do the rest of my face off camera quickly, and then we're just going to move on to, I know I'm jabbing myself in the lip there, and we're going to move on to the lipsticks. Right, we are nearly done. Just showing you the swatches for the 3 shades here, so you can see the colors. These colors actually would work on that skin tone. Obviously this one, that will work really well as an ombre, so I'm going to put these 2 together, leave the red out of it, but even the red can actually work. They are matte, but they do feel very soft and creamy. So we're just going to apply them on the lips, and hopefully I won't make a mess. You know what, I'm going to take that off, rub it off, because I know me, I'll end up putting it somewhere it shouldn't be at all. So let's give it a try with the lipstick. I'm going to start off with the deeper shade and use that to line my lips. Ooh. Oh yes, definitely. This is the finished look. So I've got the 2 lipsticks. Right, what do I think so far about these products? For me, it's a no for the palette. Even though I have to say that the color that I did try, especially the matte, was really super soft and also really pigmented. I mean, look, you've got to give credit where credit is due. The matte shade was just fantastic. I mean, Matilda is just brilliant. The others will probably be okay, but the shimmers just aren't, they're not quite there for me. And also for me, it's actually a failed because I had to go and use a completely different palette. Now, to be fair, might have been badly affected obviously by the eye base, which I absolutely, as you guys know, absolutely hated. Was not good at all. But I did go and take that off and reapply something different, which is the foundation. And I do use that foundation, by the way. It is the Shiseido foundation. I use that as a base all the time. I've used it with other Makeup Revolution products and they're fine. So it is what it is. But if I'm wrong, I'll take into account I'm wrong, because this is only my opinion. But I will pass on the eyeshadow palette. Honestly, is no. The lipsticks are lovely. They are matte, but they do feel very creamy at the same time. They are so well pigmented. You know, and at £5 a pop, it is, you know, you can't complain. And also the design, I really like that. I mean, look at it, it's so pretty. I love the color. Come on, there you go. I love the color, and I think it is actually really nice. And it's a really good formula, and I would definitely go for the lipstick. Yeah, I'm happy with those. So those are an absolute yes. The other one is a no. Now, for those of you who do support Nath, you know, that's great, and I'm not making any criticism on her. Just remember, I'm just reviewing the products, and I feel kind of like that I have to point that out, because some people can't differentiate between a product and the person who makes it, and I would never ever make it personal about that particular person. If it is about that particular person, I just want to review the products. Actually, most of the time, if I'm going to be that negative, not basing it on the products, I just don't think it's fair to do a review that way. So when I review my products, I just review the products themselves, not the individuals behind the collaboration. Whichever person it is I've managed to get a collaboration, good luck to them. I think and it's a great thing that influencers are also able to make money because they do have an impact. So that's that. But thank you very much for watching this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe and let me know what you think. If you think there is a better way for this eyeshadow palettes to work, then do let me know. If you bought it and it works for you, I think that's great because it means that you did not waste your money. If it didn't work, then it happens. Sometimes things work, sometimes they don't. Stay safe, people, and